Former assistant Penn State football coach Jerry Sandusky has been sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison for sexually abusing 10 young boys over 15 years. He's 68 years old. Once a celebrated figure in college sports, Lewis stood there in a red jumpsuit. Judge John Cleland imposed the sentence. He faced a maximum of 400 years behind bars without parole, got 30 to 60 years. What do you think of the sentence?
As long as his life ends in prison, it's fine with me.
He said, Jerry Sandusky rather, made a statement where he said, "I didn't do these alleged disgusting acts. I speak today with hope in my heart for a brighter day. This is the worst loss of my life." And he went on in the statement and he said, "This makes you realize how temporary life is. Today is a difficult day. I'm being labeled and sentenced. We're going to laugh and we're going to cry because that's who we are. The most difficult part of all this is the pain of separation from loved ones." Now, the judge said he received a fair trial. Judge acknowledged Sandusky did do some good things through his charitable work, but that all of that was very significantly outweighed by his evil criminal act, saying, "You abused the trust of those who trusted you." So what do you think about this, Lewis? I mean, number one, imagine being the wife. Sandusky's wife, Dottie, attended the event, the sentencing event, and left quickly, and then Sandusky was escorted away. If you're the spouse, would you even go to the trial? I mean, I guess it depends on whether you believed in your spouse's innocence to some extent.
Yeah. When you have been married to someone for so long and someone who did the things he did, I find it hard to believe that she had no clue about it.
Interesting.
Is it possible that she's just as delusional as him? Yes. I think it's more likely that she had some idea what was going on and didn't say anything.
The statement from Sandusky's defense attorney, Joe Amendola, said, "Listen, Jerry Sandusky was the victim of a grand conspiracy, and prosecutors didn't even have physical proof he molested anyone. But because of the allegations, everything he ever loved, ever built, ever stood for is gone." Now, if you look at the minutia of the legal language here, his lawyer is never denying that Jerry Sandusky did any of these things. He's just arguing the evidence that was presented was not what I would consider proof. And, that's that. We have to assume Sandusky is going to be in solitary confinement his entire time in prison.
I hope not.
Well, see, I disagree with you there. What Lewis is implying is he hopes he's not, because child molesters are treated badly and beaten up in prison. But that can't be part of the punishment. The punishment has to be what is assigned by the judge. I don't agree with this idea that the child molesters, there's an implicit extra punishment, which is if they're in the general population, they get beaten up or possibly killed. I just don't agree with that.
Well, I mean, it's not part of the punishment. It's not, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's just, it's what happens. And
you don't care.
It's not like he doesn't deserve. I don't really care. No, I think he does deserve that type of treatment. I mean, I am against the death penalty, and do I think he'll be killed in prison? Probably not.
But do you think it's correct for this guy to be raped in jail because of the crimes he committed? It's completely extrajudicial if that happens, right?
Extrajudicial, yes.
So it has the law does not prescribe that.
Right.
So but do you think that that's fine? Is that okay with you?
If that happens, I'm fine with it, yeah.
You're fine with it, or you just wouldn't go out of your way to see it doesn't happen again? I don't know, Natan. I don't agree with what Lewis is saying.
I don't think we should depend on a shadow justice system taking on in prison.
Exactly.
If it happens, it's going on. We shouldn't be happy about it. I think overall, there's no way to know. I mean, this is going to happen to people who, according to Lewis, don't deserve it. So the reality is we should try to clean up our jails and imprison less people while we're at it.
That's a good call. What I'm saying is we shouldn't invest extra time, effort, and money to cater to a person like this if they feel he's going to be targeted by other inmates. It's not worth the effort. He's sentenced to prison. He gets the same treatment as everyone else.
Send me your thoughts on this.